Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Happy Friday. It's December 9th. This is Take 5. My name is Luke, and today we're going to be talking about Christmas, Bloody Christmas. You may be able to find this in theaters. I believe it's a limited theater run, but it's also streaming exclusively on Shudder. So if you are a Shudder subscriber or an AMC Plus subscriber, you'll be able to watch this starting today. It's Christmas Eve and Tori just wants to get drunk and party, but when a robotic Santa Claus at a nearby toy store goes haywire and begins a rampant killing spree through a small town, she's forced into a battle for survival. And that's essentially what this is. This is a very classic slasher type horror film, but it's all Christmas themed. And the robotic Santa Claus tells you everything you really need to know about this movie. I mean, you can basically think of this as almost like Terminator. I mean, these are just normal people going up against a killer robot that just cannot be stopped. This is a pretty straightforward film, hour and 21 minutes, written and directed by Joe Begos. I may be mispronouncing that last name, I apologize. Not familiar with this director, looked up their work. It seems that they are a newer filmmaker. Most of their work was in 2019, so I may definitely check a few more of Joe's films out. And also wasn't very familiar with the cast. The only one I was familiar with was Jeff Daniel Phillips, who plays the sheriff. But we have Riley Dandy, who plays Tori. Sam Deletch, who plays Robbie. May be mispronouncing that, I apologize. And we got quite a few more new actors in here. I did look up Riley. What's really funny with Riley's profile resume is a lot of Christmas movies, but it looks like this is a new one in the horror genre. And I will say, like, I thought that Riley did a fantastic job. She is definitely the star here and does great on screen. But we also have this robotic Santa that just is just hilarious to watch. For an hour and 21 minute film, it's pretty straightforward. It's almost predictable in a way, but once you get to really the main gist of this, with Santa going on his rampage, it is very entertaining. There's a lot of dialogue, a lot of setup at the beginning. I don't know if it was 100% necessary. You can kind of see where they're going with some of it, but once you get to the main event, I definitely think it pays off. It's extremely violent, extremely bloody. I think this is either rated R, maybe not rated, mostly for just the violence and gore, some sexual situations in here. But overall, if you're into horror films, if you're into like holiday horror films, this is right up your alley. Classic slasher film, non-stop. This thing just keeps going and going and going. And it's fun to see just what they do with this. Yeah, overall, before I go into my rating, thanks so much for checking this out. Be sure to like this video. That's going to help the channel. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite horror Christmas film of all time? Love checking these out. Always looking for new ones to watch each year, especially because we got Violent Night, which isn't really horror, but it's more of like action-y, but I think it still kind of falls into like, it's still equally as bloody and violent as this one. But for Christmas, Bloody Christmas, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's a little slowish at the beginning, but once you get into the second to third act, it is an entertaining watch, and it does hit all the marks for just your classic slasher type film. So I think a lot of people would enjoy this. Thanks so much again for checking this out. I'll be back soon with more reviews, so we'll see you then.